Look at this thing. I don't know where it came from. JB gave it to me. And he said, use it or I'm doing something with it. I think it goes right there. Looks good up here. And then, hell yeah, look at that. That's cool. So today, well, next week, Wednesday, so a week from yesterday. Next Wednesday, I'm leaving to go to Georgia Bushcraft, the co-op, and then obviously the open attendance, whatever, will be on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But per usual, I'm down to the wire and the excursion needs some work. I don't have the tent on top. I need an oil change. I might need some brakes. I've got to replace some components under the hood because we're having some issues with that. So you may be asking yourself, or me, what have you done to the excursion since we last saw it? Nothing. Basically nothing. I got it ready for the trip to Texas. We obviously got stranded in Tennessee, and all I've done since then is replace parts and get it like back in working order. I've put a master cylinder on it, a new power steering pump. Had to flush both of those a few times to get it right. I've got a coolant leak that just seems to come and go, which actually stems from the breakdown in Tennessee. I just haven't replaced that hose because it just seems like a massive pain. You have to remove a whole bunch of stuff just to get to it. And it's just like a drip here and there. But all of a sudden, 2 days ago, pull into the parking lot and Joe was like, I just saw a whole bunch of something pour out of the bottom of your excursion. It was coolant. Started spewing out of the top of the reservoir. So like, there's always a little bit of something. This thing is old and it wasn't being driven nearly as much as I drive it now. I daily this thing. So it's just been little maintenance things here and there and getting the tent on top because there's no tent. And that's where I'm going to be sleeping when we're in Georgia. So, or at least I'm going to be sleeping there. I don't know where you're sleeping. But let's go see Rick before it gets too late. So this is the problem right here. Turn the air all the way up and there's nothing coming out of these vents at all. Makes it nice and stuffy. Now you can, because we have rear control, you can turn the rear up, and when you turn that, it's like you get residual blow out of this. Well, that's it. Oh, guess who's here? I didn't think he worked on Thursdays. I'll show you guys in a second. But I'm going to be this guy, because this is who I am. I'm that guy. Look who it is, guys. I didn't expect Jamie to be here.
Hey, what's up?
Jamie.
I saw your video opening the package with the one with the long skinny handle. It looks like a scalpel.
Dude, it's right
I saw you really liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Cool. You seem to genuinely be impressed by it, you know?
Well, I was so surprised because it
Exactly,
looks,
like-
looks so much bigger.
Very smooth.
Oh wow, that is way smaller than I expected too.
That's what she said?
Right?
That is cool.
It is.
It's literally a scalpel.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of you guys were asking me about this. This is the Griffin Co. Scout Medic. I got it in the video we did a while back.
And Kevin, right?
Yeah, Kevin. Kevin Griffin.
Kevin, I saw
I was like, dude, I'm pretty sure it's Keith.
But it's so much fun. I corrected myself.
I know, I'm joking. Yeah.
But yeah, it is. I mean, you had the same reaction. It's smaller than you thought.
It's cool though.
I like it.
For 99% of what people do, it's probably good.
Yeah, like this would go well in the pocket.
Yeah, and it's a lot smaller than just even something else
Yeah.
with a sheath in it.
Last night by myself. I don't really know how, but I did it.
Holy cow, man.
Yeah. Oh, here's that. The tire table.
Yeah. Oh, that's how it works? Dude.
Yeah, which you can go here. You can take it back there.
Nice.
Oh, okay, that's
Okay,
cool. Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes sense.
That makes a little more sense there.
Yeah.
Minus the
It
scratch.
Yeah, that's okay.
It looks like I'm missing one of those.
See that? Oh, this whole thing is completely out.
Yeah.
It just came out. So grab it.
Oh wait. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't even Loctite these.
I don't know. What are you doing?
It came loose. This part came loose.
Dude, terrible.
I know they're terrible. Well, just for the record, I really liked this rack when I bought it, the Rhino Gear Pioneer rack, but it has been nothing but trouble. The hardware on it is absolute garbage. Like if they would just put good hardware in it, it would be great. But I've had these things come loose. We're Loctiting them all right now. But this is like the 4th or 5th time one of these has come loose. Like, this wasn't even connected when I got here. And I've had one of these come off. Like, it's just really frustrating. $1,400 rack, and it ships with screws that probably cost them 10 cents maybe. Yeah. Like, put better screws in it and it's worth the money. But like, I can't, with what they put in here.
Yes, sir.
I'm just gonna let Rick finish.
Sorry.
2 hours later. Actually, it was about an hour, but now it's time to get the tent. Get this table out of here. See it?
Yep.
Let me get up on the ladder.
And then wait when I get to the end, I'll set it down some.
All right.
Oh my god.
So we got the tent up, and then now I'm going to put this where it's going to stay until I get back from Georgia. But just a Camco refrigerator. They went on sale last week. I've been putting off buying a refrigerator for a long time, so when they went on sale, I just decided to just jump on it. Yeah, $250 for this refrigerator is not bad at all. Yeah, what'd you pay for your Dometic?
I got it with today.
Oh, it came with it?
They're about $2,000.
Yeah, that's a very expensive Dometic. This was $250. Before we go any further, I'd like to thank our sponsor for today's video, Quad Lock. As many of you know, I've been using Quad Lock cases on my phone for a long time. They're rugged, durable, they look great, and I just trust how protective these cases are. But that's not really the full story with Quad Lock. That's just the beginning. What really sets Quad Lock cases apart is this Quad Lock mechanism. Quad Lock. So this is a quick lock system, so you can use something like this little finger loop, lock it into place really quickly, and it's very secure. But this also works with all sorts of mounts. That's really the crux of this. There's car mounts. I use a mount on the handlebar of my Super 73. They have motorcycle mounts, all sorts of different mounts for your phone that you can just pop in, lock into place, and you don't have to worry about it. However, more recently, Quad Lock has rolled out a mag range of cases. That's that little green loop. It comes in the original packaging as this little black ring, but you can accessorize it. There are many different colors that you can swap out for. We've got red, orange, silver. Of course, I'm using the green mag ring. But what this does is make your phone magnetic. You can take the finger loop out of this and stick it to something ferrous, which means you can go hands-free, which is really cool. But it also makes mounting your phone on your bike or in your car super simple, because now there are mag heads for all the different chargers, so you can just snap your phone in. You just hold it up, locks into place, and some of them are wireless charging, which is even cooler. But if you want to see everything Quad Lock has to offer and check some of this stuff out yourself, and maybe even pick up your own Quad Lock case, hit the link in the description down below. And if you do, you'll be supporting what I do here. But of course, thank you again one more time to Quad Lock for sponsoring this video. Well, time for some maintenance. It's been a while since I've done some of these things, probably a little longer than I should have waited, but we got the tent up on top of the Excursion, so that's good. Now we've got a few things to take care of. Oil change. This thing takes 15 quarts, so it's actually cheaper to buy 4 gallons than 15 individual quarts. Oil filter, fuel filter, because I haven't done that since Tennessee. And then we got these two things here. I already told you that my blower motor is acting funky, and I think this is the solution, but I don't know. This is just a resistor. But this is a coolant cap because, well, let me just show you. It hasn't done it in a couple days. You can see this right here on the battery. That is coolant puking out of this thing. I'm not exactly sure where the level is. Kind of hard to tell. So if you do this, you can see that it's around where that min fill is. The max fill is where I put it, and then it started puking out of the top. Some people were saying that I've got a blown head gasket, which I honestly doubt is the issue. I think it's just overfull. It really only spews coolant or pukes it out of this blow-off valve here when I put it in the highest tune and then just floor it, just mat it. And that's really the only time I've noticed it puking coolant. But it hasn't done it in a few days. I think I filled up the tank overfilled it even though I filled it to the max cold fill, and then it just pukes it off. I don't know. This one is a cheap and easy fix though. It's a $10 or $12 cap. If this doesn't work, then we can further diagnose. Easier to replace a 20-year-old cap and that be the fix than start digging deeper. So, and that feels more snug than this one. And this one doesn't look bad, so to speak, but it didn't click on like that other one. So we won't know if this was the problem for a little bit, but here's hoping. And in theory, this should also be a pretty easy fix. In theory. But that resistor goes right there. That little white and blue label is the backside of the old resistor. Really the only trouble I can foresee is getting down in there. I don't want to have to remove a whole lot, but we should be able to install this pretty easily. From my understanding, over years these coils just deteriorate, and when they don't work, your blower motor doesn't work. And the reason I think it's this is because it slowly went out. We hopped in one day, it was working, 20 minutes later it wasn't. Didn't work for 3 hours, and then it did, and then all of a sudden it's out and back and out and back. And to my knowledge and from my research, this seems to be the most likely culprit. It doesn't look like that. The connector's way down there and it looks different, so I really hope this will work. Yes, I need a ladder to work in the Excursion. Pretty sad. Okay, so before I went any further, I felt like I should probably Google this a little bit more, because that's how I do mechanic work. And it seems to be that this is the incorrect part. I have been told by several people that this is the correct resistor. However, I don't have a resistor in here. That's why it looks so different. This has the EATC system, which is some sort of solid state blower control motor. I'm not sure, but there's one on Amazon and it says it'll be here tomorrow. It looks kind of like a pain to have to install, but that's really all we got. Of course, O'Reilly's does have it, and I can pick it up by 3:30 today. It is $80 on Amazon. It is $172 at O'Reilly. I wonder, because it's the exact same, I wonder, they won't match Amazon, will they? Not gonna lie, it's really nice having a truck this high off the ground when you're doing oil changes. You can literally just crawl up under here and get it done. It's 15 quarts, it's gonna take a while. Okay, oil change done, fuel filter changed, cap replaced, topped off some other fluids. Maintenance is ready to go, but the blower motor, not fully sure what to do about that. I think I'm just going to end up buying the one on Amazon, but before I do that, I'm going to go to O'Reilly and see if they'll price match. I don't think they price match Amazon. Show you guys, before I'm done, what everything looks like. This is just like a toolbox that I keep in the back at all times. I've got a tool bag there, like the Stat 22 Pangolin tool roll. I got a power ratchet, some impact sockets from Harbor Freight, really high quality stuff. Air hose, because I've got a compressor built in. This is just a dump box, just a bunch of stuff in here. But I've got a few toolboxes I keep in here, but I'll have everything kind of organized and set up very, very soon. Oh yeah, I also have to fix this. Here is the panel. I have put all new clips on it, and it just will not stay connected for some reason. No idea why. They just won't stay in there. Some will, but most of these will not stay, and it's very frustrating. Looks really sick, doesn't it? I'm thinking about just ripping all of this off and putting a table. So Front Runner Systems has a door table like this for the 4Runner. I think it's for the 4Runner. I can't remember, but it's for some SUV. It fits this very, very well. I saw a video about it on YouTube. So I might just put a table here instead and be done with that really crappy carpet panel. Nope. Yeah. I know it's Saturday, but I had to come into the office to grab a couple of things and figured I'd sit down while I was here and just update you guys on my carry because it hasn't really been talked about a lot and a lot has changed since I did an EDC update video. So to just get things kicked off, I'm wearing my Garmin Mark today and not the Apple Watch Ultra. Why? Because I'm working on my truck, and when I'm working on my truck, I don't care how rugged Apple says this is, I'm going to scratch this screen, and this just does not feel as rugged as the Garmin Mark. And the Garmin Mark is titanium. I've already beat it to hell, but like I feel like this watch can take a beating, much more so than the Apple Watch Ultra. So the Apple Watch Ultra, I've actually been enjoying it for the most part. It's still just an Apple Watch. I like it better than all the ones I've had before. But this is my tank watch that I wear when I'm working. I'm either going to wear this or my Damasco or my Marathon when I'm working on a truck. But every other day for the last, actually since I bought this thing, the Apple Watch Ultra has been on my wrist. When I go to Georgia Bushcraft, this is going with me because battery life. The Apple Watch Ultra, I'm going to have to charge 3 or 4 times while I'm there. This I can charge before I leave, and I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, it's just another thing to not have to worry about. The other big update, which I've already mentioned in videos, is the knife I've been carrying. This is the Griffin Co. Scout 2.5 with the brass scales. S35 VN blade steel. You can see I've been using this thing quite a bit. It's already patinaed on the handle a good bit as well. That blade, I actually was doing feather sticking with this last night. Had a fire, and I love this knife. This is the most perfect EDC fixed blade I've come across. I was talking about it in the Discord last night. Obviously still using this Paradrop leather sheath. The sheath makes it. But if I'm going to be completely honest, I've also been carrying another knife, a folder, and that would be, it's actually probably going to come as a surprise to some of you. It's an Auto. This is the Automac from McNeese. I just love the Automac and the Mac 2. They're just so good. Just total workhorses, and I can't not love this knife. I don't even really like autos, but this knife is so good. 2 other things over here. We've got this new pry bar. What is this thing called? The Side Piece from Nice Guy Machine Company. This is his new pry bar. These things are kind of pricey, but he did a video explaining why there's such a big gap in the pricing of this pry bar and the others. The pin hasn't changed. The Big Idea Design Fountain EDC. Still love the crap out of this pin. And then keys. That's the other big thing that's changed. That's really all I have left. Oh, the flashlight. Nothing's new there. Oklahoma DC0 in bronze. I feel like my keys have gotten somewhat unnecessarily large. I have the bronze tough clip on here. This was also a carry commission, so little topo lasering in there. I have my Mini Champ, the best Damn EDC version, which hasn't been on my keys, but I threw it on there the other day, and I've just kind of enjoyed having it around. And then this. So this is the Edition. I used to just have my keys on the tough clip, but I added the MQR because we brought them back in stock, and I just threw it on here to see how I'd feel about it after so long. I missed how convenient this is, but my keys have gotten a little bit out of hand. They're not terrible, but like this is bulky for me.
I did not set myself up for success. Look, kids, if you want to set yourself up for success for the week, start on Sunday night. Because last night I ate an entire pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream, and I feel like dog shit this morning. So I have to eat breakfast now, and I have to skip my 16-hour intermittent fasting to start the week. So I'm already screwing up my week by eating the ice cream last night while I was watching football. My fault. Next week, never again.
My father-in-law brought donuts to Eleanor, and I ate them all. I'm not even gonna lie, this is like day 5. I am so bad at vlogging, but pretty much ready to go. I'm not leaving until tonight or tomorrow morning. Haven't fully decided yet, but I'll show you what is going in the Excursion, and I guess how it's going in the Excursion. All right, it's extremely bright, sorry, but I have everything kind of organized in bins. I keep things in bins in my truck as it is. Like this one I showed you, this is like my toolbox. I keep a tool roll in there, power ratchet, jumper cables, things like that. This is something I just upgraded to this, so it's a Magellan dry box. Really good price on those at Academy if you're in the market for one, but this is just like essentials. So I have a little cheap, crappy first aid, but some first aid is better than none. But this is stuff that I'll keep in here. Oh, well, the jumper cables are in here. Zip ties, tie straps, paper towels, trash bags. Like these are things that are kind of essential if you have kids, but just two separate kind of tool-ish boxes that I keep strapped down in the back. We have extra bedding, so obviously I am sleeping up here, and this is just an extra air mattress that I can use. A table, second table, there's 3 people coming, me, Alex, Jordan. This is a solar panel to charge those Jackery batteries, and this is bedding. So these two are these 3 are camping essentials. So this is all bedding and chairs. This is all like the tooly stuff for camping. So there's a mess kit in there, a bigger first aid, like a bottle, fire starters. I'm probably not going to need most of this stuff for this trip. Paracord, soap, a steel thing for washing pans off, carabiners. I'm probably not going to need this stuff for this trip because this is not like a full-on camping trip, but if I go camping, I will be able to just grab these 3 things and I'm basically ready to go. And then this is snacks, because we need snacks, obviously. So a bunch of trail mix protein bars, cashews, tuna, just, you know, piddly stuff. I got to get some more snacks and like stuff we can munch on. They are providing food, but I just need more protein than they're probably going to serve me. So I'll also probably bring some protein shakes and other things like that. But that's actually about it, except for this little rocking chair that I got. It got soaked last night, so letting it air dry. And if I'm bringing an axe, probably going to bring this one, not the one I just bought, but this is a Cold Steel Trail Boss. I got this thing for like $18, and yeah, I left it out in the rain too, but $18 axe, this thing is awesome. Okay, this video has been all over the place. It's gone on far too long. I'm going to pack the truck, and that's it. I will see you guys in Georgia.
Give me a big thumbs up if you're done with the video. So